Okay, what's up, family? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna get more people in the chat right now. Hope everybody's doing safe and blessed. You know something I haven't done when I'm on here and I do a live stream, and it's been a while since I've done a live stream. Shout out to everybody that's on X, that's on Rumble, on ScrewTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm gonna play some music actually. Let's see if I can play a little music. Hold on a second. I don't like that. I like this one. No, not that. Oh yeah, I like that one. What are we doing tonight, family? It is the 4th of July weekend. Uh, I wanted to come on and talk to you. Now that is actually a little loud. I didn't know if it was covering up what I was saying or anything like that. But hope everybody is doing well today. Hope everyone had a safe weekend. Of course, they had the 4th of July weekend, 250th uh, birthday celebration of America. And, a lot of people, uh, they've had a lot of parties, a lot of festivities, celebrations going on across the country. Every year they do the fireworks display on TV. I think ABC, which is owned by Disney, actually did Disney Celebrates America 250th birthday, and they went to different cities. And I mean, it was like they did New Year's Eve, the Rockin' New Year's Eve every year when they December 31st when they are showing events. So things of that nature was going on, and uh, I've been worn out actually all week because we had family that came in town, um, helping out around the house and stuff. So I am, I am fatigued from doing all kinds of shit today, man. Uh, and this week, and I don't know how it was for y'all, but come on, y'all, come on in. Leave a description in the chat. We just talking. I just wanted to come on and talk with everybody. This wasn't going to be a very long live stream. Like I said, I'm worn out. And of course, y'all know they have lots going on. They have Essence Fest going on, of course, in my hometown of New Orleans. Uh, Essence Fest is a big, it's been a big thing in New Orleans over 30 years. And I don't want to even make this about Essence Fest because every time around the 4th of July, I do a live stream. We're talking about Essence Fest and something that's went wrong, people complaining about stuff. Uh, of course, I've talked about the quality of Essence going down in recent years. They actually reported a little bit beforehand. Essence is actually owes money to the city. Sundown Media Group, they owed hundreds of thousands of dollars to the convention center, and there's over $1 million in unpaid bills to local contractors, which is something that happened that they haven't resolved as of yet. And of course, they have this stuff going on now with Essence here, and they've said that the Essence Fest, the convention center, has been pretty packed, and crowded. Although I've seen some videos where they've ended stuff early. I was at I actually had a chance. I had a free ticket to go to the show last night, and as far as the concerts were concerned, the Saturday night, which was when Babyface performed, Patti LaBelle, and they had Brandy and Monica. Babyface all put on a show. Babyface outdid everybody. I think. I think he even outdid Brandy and Monica. Brandy and Monica. kept changing clothes and wardrobes, and they were stopping, and then they were running late. So that was another complaint. One of the main complaints they had last year at Essence in 2025 was how late the acts were. Nobody was in that Superdome last year uh, when your girl Lauren Hill went up, but Lauren wasn't the reason why things were running late. Even though Lauren has a tendency and reputation of being tardy, Essence took the heat for that because they were running behind schedule. And I don't know what happened, but Brandy and Monica came on. I want to say it was definitely after midnight when they first got up, and around that time between midnight when they were performing and they were stopping during breaks and stuff, there were people leaving the stadium and so forth. But what's going on, Caitlin? Katilia, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? All right. Hope you had a good 4th of July. Yeah. So tonight, yeah, so I mean, and yeah, a lot of people walking out, and it wasn't that crowded, believe it or not. It wasn't that crowded. I don't know how tonight's gonna look. It is raining out here, and usually you know how it is with rain, it keeps people away. Black people get we're not messing with the rain for any event. Hopefully it's not gonna I don't think it's gonna be raining till tonight. Otherwise it might be shoulder numbers. But a lot of people, it floods here. They have at times if the rain is real hard and heavy, the pumps don't work like talking about it. Sewage and water board is outdated. And some people are, they gotta park their cars on the neutral ground in some areas. But yeah. So far it looks like it's stopped raining. I don't hear it anymore. But yeah, it was thundering earlier. But yeah, as far as Essence goes, yeah, a lot of people, there are also people who said they're having a good time with it, and it's said to bring $300 million to the city uh, this year. Uh, and what I was reporting on earlier, and you can just Google it. Yeah, Sundial Media Group is the parent company of the Essence Festival, and that's what yeah, and some vendors haven't been paid. So that's another issue that people have had. Uh, yeah, that was back in March and February, and now, yeah, they're back. This is back at the convention center now. I'm sure there would be people complaining about it. Yeah, they even say that the attendance is down for this year, that it slims down, which is not a surprise. Like we stated, a lot of people have always said that it's declined in the last few years. Someone suggested that, and somebody I know said that this could be done on purpose, meaning that they want to actually get it out of New Orleans. So maybe the reason why those things have gone down, why it's gone down, and why things are bad, they want to move it to another city. I'll just tell you this much: if it were to go and leave New Orleans, if Essence Fest left New Orleans, they might as well just go ahead and terminate the whole Essence Fest, because I can't see uh, Essence Festival being successful
Communities are
outside
facing
the state,
trauma. Families are navigating.
and let alone outside of New Orleans. It wouldn't work. The fact that you can walk down the convention center hotel and the Superdome is a few blocks up. Uh, you know, for people, and just what it's called, Essence Festival Music, Essence Cultural Heritage Cultural and Music Festival. There's no city like New Orleans like that. I don't think you can have this in Atlanta. People can try. I don't think it would be the same if it were in Atlanta. I don't think it would be the same if they had it in Atlanta. Uh, I don't think damn sure wouldn't be good if they had it in San Francisco, San Francisco, as Judge Joe Brown would say. And by the way, today is Judge Joe Brown's 79th birthday. So happy birthday to Judge Joe Brown. I know the judge well. Haven't spoken to him in a while, but if I know him, he's probably out getting his drink on with some barbecue and talking with a little honey. She's not on that sissified little punk shit. So
Your customers deserve your best
yeah,
product and service every single time. And so do ours. We're Gulf
yep.
Coast
A
Bank
lot of
and
people
Trust.
too, when it comes to essence and pacing, they actually go on. A lot of people come really to Essence just to see the convention. Some people may not go to the concerts. So that's another thing and factor why ticket sales can be down. But like I said, if they move this to another city, it's not going to be the same. I don't think that. And New Orleans, of course, they can always use the money from Essence, from any event, especially Essence, because that brings in $300 million. So New Orleans makes its money from tourism. We're a tourist city. I think that's also a contributing factor to our downfall as a city because we're not creating any industries and we're not creating, uh, any type of venues and outfits for local businesses to thrive um, and create more industry for our people here. I think you concentrating everything on the French Quarter and Lower Ninth Ward. There's stuff outside of that needs to flourish as well. So that's my 2 cents. And hey, if I were elected to the council seat, things might be a little different. Yeah. Yeah. I know about the buffer zone. Somebody mentioned the buffer zones that Essence does. Yeah. I talked about that in 24. Yeah. I talk about it all the time because Essence comes in, they do the same crap over and over again. It's always an issue. Yeah. Speaking of the heat, with the 4th of July, guys, do y'all know that there is a heat? Yeah, of course, there's been a heat wave across the entire country. There have been at least 25 people that perished as a result of a heat wave, according to The Guardian. Uh, Yesterday, it was, of course, the 4th of July, and I was actually out. I was at running making errands for the guests that were coming in and so forth. And uh, as I don't know what was wrong or what happened, but I had to be out in the heat for a little bit. You know, I was making errands, getting groceries and things of that nature. Sparklers and stuff from the fireworks place and so forth. And uh, yeah, I got home. I just was nauseous. I was literally nauseated, and I was fa- I was famished. I had trouble standing up, and I know have no doubt it's because of how hot it was. They've had temperatures hitting at least 100 degrees Fahrenheit across the country. At least 2 dozen people perished amid the perilous climate crisis driven heat wave. This is according to The Guardian that has scorched swaths of the United States. There's actually a heat dome that sits over the country's eastern half, and extreme heat gripped millions of people in the days leading up to the U.S.'s semi quincentennial on Saturday and beyond. More than 20 states experienced. They worded this wrong. So they said more than 20 states have reported stifling temperatures more than 100 degrees Fahrenheit, marring celebrations, and more than 140 million people remain under active heat alerts across the U.S. And on Sunday, there were 22 people. Officials in New Jersey believe the extreme heat was a factor in the deaths of 22 people across 10 counties there, mostly in central and northern parts of the state. So Yeah, it's important, guys, to stay hydrated when you're out there. Yeah, you can easily die of a heat stroke by messing with stuff like this. It's nothing to play with. If you're doing any work or anything in the outside or in the garden, I would pause on doing it. Probably wait until the evening times to do anything like that. Or if my advice, I would actually wait until the morning time when the sun is not up or anything, or it's going down, is preferably when you should do anything on the outside. But you got to stay hydrated. And look, they've had to change, even in the NFL, they had to change up how they did OTAs and trainings. I think what happened, I remember some 20 something years ago, there was an offensive lineman for the Vikings named Corey Stringer, and this brother died of a heat stroke. That was with the Minnesota Vikings. I think that was in 2001. And as a result of that, they had to change up how they actually handled their OTAs because they did everything, outside. And as a result, the NFL, there was a lawsuit that was filed by his family, by his widow, against the team and trainers. And I believe part of their lawsuit was thrown out. Then she filed another lawsuit against the NFL that they settled. And they had to create a heat illness prevention program. So major changes involving heat stroke prevention. It also addressed the way that, there was a pressure for linemen and so forth to bulk up because Corey Stringer weighed over 300 pounds. Yeah, he was big and he was already 6'4" and weighed 335. So yeah, they had to change all of that stuff up as a result because, it's a liability now. And his death was unnecessary. What up? A1 YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, that's Corey Stringer. Yeah, I was just reading this report. And if you go back, yeah, he was the offensive lineman for the Vikings that suffered a heat stroke. I remember this. Hard to believe this was over 20, that was over 25 years ago. Almost 25 years ago that happened. Yeah. Oh, nothing much, man. Nothing much at all. Just had a great. It was, we had family come over for the 4th of July weekend. I don't know if anybody else did that, but that was fun. But it was chaotic, man. I'm literally just weak. Yeah, worn out. Time is going by quick, and now everybody's gonna go back to work in the morning. We've had that's the big downfall of a 4th of July weekend. You'll get one day off and have a 3-day weekend, and then, but it's usually not on a Monday, and you're gonna have to get back up and do this stuff all over again, do work all over again. So you got to make the most of your time that you have, especially if you're with your family, especially just here on Earth with anything. Uh, I've learned, you know. I'm looking here, guys. I didn't even know this, but just to talk news, they got a new, so they got a Muhammad Ali biopic that's coming out on Prime Video. I see there's a trailer here. Michael B. Jordan is actually executive producing it. And how many, hold on, I want to show y'all exactly how many biopics on Ali are they going to have? And how many do we need? There's been no like very rarely do I see biopics on, like we've never had a Sugar Ray Robinson biopic, and Sugar Ray Robinson is the greatest boxer that ever lived. I don't care what anybody says. Sugar Ray Robinson is widely regarded by many as the greatest prize fighter to ever lace up a pair of gloves and get in the ring. That man could knock you out walking backwards with the check left hook. And we don't have an autobiography on him. We don't have an autobiography on Jack Johnson. Yes, we did have The Great White Hope, that movie, which was I think they call him Jack Jeffries in that, but it was inspired by Jack Johnson that James Earl Jones did. But we never had anything on. I've noticed we never really had any major thing on Joe Louis, and I don't know why that is exactly. I don't know if it's tied into the fact that if the family, Joe Louis died destitute, owing the IRS uh, hundreds of thousands of dollars, although the IRS was the ones that actually went after Joe Louis wrongfully. That was they just were targeting Joe Louis at that point. But I don't know if it's something tied to that, because that was one of the reasons why we didn't have a Sammy Davis Jr. biopic. There had been talks about that for years to do a Sammy biopic, and it didn't happen. I think it never happened because the IRS had claimed Davis owed millions of dollars, and they actually owned the estate. Yeah, they did a lot Sammy Davis Jr. dirty, but yeah, he died. Yeah, owing he died with cancer, owing millions of dollars. It was horrible. Uh, y'all should read Matt Birkback's book on Sammy Davis Jr. Deconstructing Sammy. But anyway, Jalen Best is going to be starring as Ali. Now, Jalen Best, uh, I can't think of what he played or who he was, but I don't want to play the video because I don't want to get a copyright strike. But exactly how many movies are we going to get on Ali? And look, Ali is the greatest. I love Ali, but come on. You just had a few years ago, Prime did One Night in Miami with a movie that would feature Jim Brown, Ali, Sam Cooke, and Malcolm X. Can't we get something new? Where is Jack Johnson's documentary? Where's Joe Louis's documentary? Where's Sugar Ray Robinson's documentary? Where's Sugar Ray Robinson's bio? Somebody's not doing their job. Somebody's not doing it. Somebody's not doing their research. I think doing Ali is easy. It's been the go-to now. Uh, so I just think they're doing too much with that. Yeah. But I was just checking something out, guys. Yeah, what's up, A1 YouTube? We got Catalia. We had a few more people that were on X. We got 3. Yeah, we gotta get more people. But yeah, like I said, this wasn't gonna be a long live stream, y'all. I rarely come on again with a lot of uh I rarely come on as of late, just dealing with a lot of stuff. And I only wanted to come on, just chop stuff up with y'all, see how everyone was doing, and to holler at you, let you know I'm doing fine. Hope all is well, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all be y'all be safe and be blessed. I'm glad everyone had a good Fourth, and we got a lot. What else is coming on? Anything special in particular? I've been watching the news lately. Uh, Nothing that caught my eyes. Of course, I know I have to do some separate videos on some stuff one day. Uh, who knows? I might come back with a great deal of regularity here if I can get some monetization. I need some monetization, man. We've graduated, so y'all be safe and be blessed. Y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. But it's good to talk with you all. I hope you enjoyed your Fourth and be safe. Enjoy the rest of the weekend while you still have time, guys. Have a great week. And I will see y'all the next one. Look, and if you love me for my time, then pay me for my time. Drop something in the Cash App, PayPal, or Zelle, ladies and gentlemen. And I will see you all in the next one. And that's about it. All right. Thank you. Peace out.
Whoever you are, wherever you are, hope you are blessed and doing safe. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings, family. Of course, I'm tuning in. You see me without the glasses off today. But if you're looking for some opportunities, particular advertisement opportunities, then look no further at the link at the bottom to my email address. You can hit me up for advertisement opportunities. We are supporting and promoting your businesses here on this channel. You can also, if you would like to donate and subscribe to our Patreon, a link is at the bottom as well. So you have multiple ways in which you can advertise with the platform by emailing me when we go on through our live stream. You also have access to premium content, those that want to see premium content that you will not find here on YouTube or Facebook or Twitter, as I am suspended probably by now. You guys can check out the Patreon at link at the bottom. But advertisement opportunities, definitely email me, gavin.grich1@gmail.com for rates. And for the Patreon, it is the same as the YouTube channel. It is channel gboot2786. All right, I'll holla. Peace.